Hey guys, welcome back to another new exciting video. In this video, I will talk on a topic which is MemoHarness to make the AI agent more smarter and more powerful. This is a research paper that got published last week. Some German researcher, some USA researcher, and some Chinese researcher jointly published this research paper to make the AI agent more powerful. So they have written this agent harness that learn from the experience, and here you see that this is the GitHub repository where you will find all of the information. Now this is the diagram of this memo harness, which is very important. This is a two-phase system. First one is this phase A, search, and second one is this phase B, test time, case adaptation. So how they are solving the problem of this current AI agent, and what is the current AI agent problem, all of these things I will discuss inside this video. So please stay with me, and if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe this channel. Now the thing is, what is MemoHarness? So MemoHarness is a system that helps AI agents learn from their past experiences so they can solve the future task better. So if I explain you with an example, let's say there is a new employee and that new employee gets better because they remember the previous mistake. Okay, so when he will enter a new company and he will be assigned a task, and when he is performing it first time, he can do some mistake, but after doing it, let's say 1 month and 2 months, then he will be a master on that topic, right? Because he can learn the previous experience, what got failed, and what are the tasks he performed earlier. So after that he will be a master. And you know that most AI agents don't do it very well. Okay, so for every task that you give, let's say there is a Claude code and Codex, and also there are lots of AI agents. Most of the AI agents follow the same procedure for every task you give, but it is not a optimized way. Let's say a student is giving the exam for math and also history, geography, physics. Okay, but if he follow the same strategy for every subject, so will he be succeed? No, right? So for math, there will should be a different strategy. For history, there should be a different strategy. For geography, for physics, for all of the different subjects, there should be different strategy. Otherwise, he will not perform well in his exam, right? So the same thing here is for AI agent also. Let's say when you are giving the problem that please make a program to reverse the linked list. So there is a there should be one strategy. But when you are asking the AI agent that write the SQL query, okay, on this prompt or for this requirement, okay, so there should be different strategy, right? Now this memo harness actually solving that problem. Now, if you don't know what is agent harness, or if you know already, let me discuss that in a summary way. So here you see they have written abstract word. An agent harness is the external control layer that runs a base LLM into an executable agent by managing the context, tools, orchestration, memory, decoding, and output handling. So what is the meaning? So let's say we have this ChatGPT or Claude, right? Now ChatGPT is simply an LLM, right? And we know that ChatGPT is a very smart person. But an agent harness is like a manager that is sitting beside that smart person. Okay, so this agent harness is a kind of wrapper on the LLM. Okay, now this agent harness decides what information to give, which tool to use, whether to search the internet, how much memory to keep, and whether to double check the answers, and how to format the final response. So the harness actually, or you can say this agent harness actually controls how the AI works. So AI itself does not decide that how it give or how it perform, how it control all of that process. Only the agent harness decide that how the AI itself perform. Okay. So I think you have got the idea. Now let me go to this part. So here you see the sixth part of the harness. Inside this document, they have discussed this that a harness contains the six part. First one is this context. What is this context? So context means what information should the AI receive? Means is it a long prompt? Is it a short prompt? Or will the context be an example? Or context can be retrieve documents. Okay. Now, second one is this tool. So, which should I use the tools for this task? Means, should I use the search engine? Should I use the Python? Should I use the calculator? Or should I fetch the data from database? Which tool should I use? Okay. Next one is this generation, the third one. Okay. So here you see this is the third one. So how should the AI generate text? Okay. So for to use the AI system, we know there are some parameters like tokens, so how much maximum tokens, and also that there is a parameter called temperature. So the temperature should be 1 or 2, that we need to decide. Okay, and also the number of attempts that we need to perform before giving the answer. Now, next part is the orchestration. What is this? How many steps should it take? Okay, so for example, if there is simple question, then one to two steps is enough. But if there is a hard programming question, then you need to perform the plan. You need to you need to write the code based on that plan. You need to test that code, and if there is an issue, then you need to fix that. So plan, code, text, fix. Okay, so for this hard problem, there will be one process. For this simple question, there will be one another simple process. Okay, now next one is this memory. What is this? What should be remembered? Okay, means it should remember the previous conversation, or it should remember the previous tool outputs, or it should remember the intermediate reasoning. That is decided by this memory. Last one is the output. So how should the final answer look? It will be JSON, or it will be a markdown file, or it will be simple plain English. Okay. So what is this memo harness? So they are saying that instead of changing only the one giant prompt, memo harness actually changes these six components separately. Okay, so now I will take you to this diagram. Okay, now this is the diagram. Here you see these are two fetch process. First one is this, let me use the marker. First one is this fetch A, and second one is this fetch B. Phase one is search, and phase B is test time case adaptation. Okay, now in simple way, if I tell you that phase one is for learning from lots of previous solved problem, and phase B use that learned experience to solve a new problem in a better way. Okay, so phase one, we are learning from the lots of problem, and phase B actually using that experience to solve a problem in a better way. Okay, now phase one, here you see the first step is search cases. Okay, so the system is given many training problems, and for each problem it knows the instruction. Like here you see they have also already written for each problem. It knows the instruction, the characteristics of the problem, and also the correct answer. Okay, for example, if you are giving the instruction like write a Python program to reverse a linked list, and also it knows the correct solution. Now this correct answer is only used for evaluation during the training, not later during the testing. Now next process is this candidate harness and configuration. What is this? So memo harness creates one harness configuration, and harness is made of six decision, as I told you, and that six decision is this context, tool, generation, orchestration, memory, and output, right? Now the thing is that if I give you the example, so context means add example. Okay, context means add example. Tool means let's say enable the Python tool, and generation is the number of tokens or temperature. Let's say token is 4,000 token required. Orchestration means the workflow, means plan, code, and test. And memory, keep the previous tool output, and output is, let's say, return the JSON. Okay, third one is this execute the harness. Okay, now this is the important part. So execute harness means the LLM actually solves the task during or using the harness. Okay, so this is the second step, harness, and LLM actually solving the problem using that harness. Now the fourth one is trajectory and reward. So this is a reward process, means did it solve the problem in the third step using that harness? If it solves the problem, then it will get the high reward, okay, and if no, then it will get the low reward, okay. And they also measure that how much token used and the latency and also the model calls. And the important idea in this step is the correctness matters most, okay. Now the fifth one is the dual layer experience bank. So it actually stores the experience, some case level memory and also the global experiences. Okay, means for the problems that you have given, it did the database query or it simply just executed some of the procedures. Okay, so that kind of experience it stores. Okay, now the next step is the sixth one. Here you see guided harness search. What is it? So given everything I have learned so far, what should my next harness look like? This is the procedure inside this guided harness search. Okay. Now, here you see that from this phase one, you have actually learned some of the examples, some problems, and you have got some experience. Now, you will use that experience inside this phase B, test time case adaptation. So now here you see that if I go on this phase B, first one is this new test case and unlabeled. Okay, so previously you got the labeled test cases and the output also. Now using that experience, you are solving the new problem. Okay, so like a real user asking the question to the ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT has all of the idea, and you as a new user asking to this agent that now this is my problem, please solve that. So second process is retrieve from the experience bank. As I told you that here in this process, you are storing all of the experiences in your case level experience or global experiences in somewhere, and you are fetching that information from your experience bank. That um, is this problem similar to any previous problem? Means is the system solved this problem previously? If it is a similar problem, then how you got the success, and if you failed previously, then why it got failed, all of that patterns you will get. Next one is this adapt harness to case. So instead of using the same harness for everyone, it customize it. Means if it is a simple problem, then use this process, means plan code text. And if it is a difficult problem, then you have to first retrieve the context, then go for the planning mode, and then you can do multiple tool call, and then you can do the validation. Okay, so every test case gets its own customized harness. Fourth one is execute the adapted harness, means the harness that you have adapted in third phase, you have to execute that. Simple. Okay, and then final is this final output. Okay, means user will receive the answer. So this is actually the memo harness. I hope you understood. I explained you in a simple way. And yes, I have given this link of this research paper in description. You can read through this whole research paper, and all of the things that I have discussed, they are have written this inside the research paper. Okay. So yes, guys, I think you found this video helpful, and if you want to get this kind of latest AI-related innovations, news, and all of the information daily, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Don't forget to like this video also. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.